Okay, I'm here. The chronic stress and sleep therapy. So, how are you? I am between clients and here with you, of course, for give you guys my support. All right, this is great because I have in here. It is a webinar with the new. What is that? StreamYard now they allowed me the webinar. Okay, so good evening. Who is here with? Let's identify why we get sick of so much stress. Let's identify why stress is important in your lives. For build a stronger mechanism of survival. Are you with me? I'm still shy for all those recorders, but I'm doing all by myself. Was that incredible? And I'm proud of me. You know why? So, why the mechanism? Hello, how are you? Good evening. Why stress make us stronger? It's important for our mechanism survival, right? So I'm here in the two platforms. So I look at there and I look at here, okay? So how are you? Good evening. And are you under stress? Okay. So everybody is, right? Everybody has some stress going on. The thing is, am I prepared to have that much stress? Why do I need that stress? Why I feel drained of my energy when I experience so much stress in my life? I cannot survive that. All right. I cannot deal with that. People, they come to me and they say, I cannot deal with so much stress. I cannot deal with life. Life has been difficult. I have stress. So you mix this stress with daily situations with your husband, your wife, relationships, workplace that pushing you for be more productive. Maybe the stress come from where? From your mind, for you pushing yourself to do greater. Where that stress come from? So that is why I'm doing this live talk about the sleep therapy. Is the stress make you sleep better or not? Because look, after a full day of work, business meeting, for me, I sleep like a baby, right? But how come, Daniela, you can disconnect from the stress, the busy day that I will have the next day or the next week or this following week, the end of the year? So much stress. How come I just disconnect and sleep good? Is that possible? It is possible. And it's good for you because the next day will be doing much better. Your mind will process better. Did you ever happen to you that the next day you didn't sleep good, so you could not focus? So how important is bring that for your life? I'll give a tip. My first tip is the workbook of your sleep process and your stress. But as I said, we mixed emotions, all kind of emotions, fear, any kind of, okay, oh my gosh, okay, I have so much, I'm so much scared of something will happen, anxiety with stress. Everything we say is stress. Oh, I'm under stress. But let's recognize it first, the way that you are sleeping. How many days, Danielle, when I have a problem, tell me, if you have a problem to sleep over 3 days a week, for some people, they recognize like after 3 months, they say, oh my gosh, I may have a problem sleeping because something is wrong with me. All right. But some people, another people, most of people, they have a problem to sleep for over a decade, okay? People that come to me, okay? This live is in English. I did a live earlier in Portuguese. I'm just here telling. So, this live is about stress and sleep therapy, ok? Gente, essa live eu tô falando aqui em inglês, tá? Terapia do sono e estresse. Como reconhecê-los, ok? So, Daniela, are you telling me that I could have a workbook for monitoring my stress if that is interfering in your productivity, in your happiness, in your relationships? Are you losing focus easily? Are you so that their way of self recognize your pattern, okay? The person that will tell you what's wrong, what is bring you discomfort, it's you. You know what's bring you discomfort, right? So in here we are talking about okay, this discomfort. So okay, so I track the way that I am getting stressed. When started the stress and when ended in my journey? The stress started when the alarm, you set the alarm, 6 a.m., 5:30, depends of your journey. Oh my gosh, so with that alarm, I'm a person that I monitorate my brain for wake up always at the same time or really close, okay? Why that? Because so I don't need the alarm. That causes me like a kind of heart beating and a little stress and then maybe a bad mood, and I don't like that. So instead of to have the alarm, maybe play a music and you wake up with that music, that song that is one of your favorites, or is a piano music, I don't know. So that is the way I used to do, okay? Or I already recognize and know, okay, it's time to get up, and my brain wake up. I have also a meditation that exactly the time that I can sleep, I play on YouTube. You can choose yours. And so I wake up. Some of them, this one, the person say, wake up. It's time to wake up. Oh, it's wonderful. All right. So for me, the alarm make me annoyed me, causes me stress, anxiety, but I have alarms during the day, right? For appointments, for be on time, for have enough time to travel, drive, go at least for the toilet, right? So in this moment, so another thing, Danielle, I have so much stress. So the name of this live is, I'm not calling it stress disorder, but I'm calling, okay, someone here is asking, chronic stress. So how come I recognize that it is a chronic stress? You are always late. You are never happy. Never you are enjoying what you are doing in that moment. It's never enough for you. Do you recognize that? Daniela, that is stress. You finish a meeting, and that meeting, you didn't have like a positive outcome of the meeting. You didn't enjoy, you didn't bring up anything, or you did not, it wasn't enough, like the numbers, what you're selling, if you're supervising a team, everything for you is not enough and causes you so much stress, and that bring you unhappiness into your family. Maybe you cannot even handle a relationship, you cannot have someone in your life, or you never have time for have dinner with your family, maybe once a year, Thanksgiving, or not even that. Or maybe Thanksgiving, a family gathering causes you so much stress. You don't like to share your life. You don't like to share your goals if they are needed to be shared. Maybe your presence is enough. So here I'm getting to the point that be present. Is that enough for you? Or you prefer put yourself in so much pressure and never be happy, right? So in here I have, okay, how come do I have some notes, guys? I have so many notes. So it's better follow also the script, right? So how come make the conversion from the chronic stress, this pulsion, and the return for your presence? How come to do that, Daniela? Is that possible for me? Are you sure? We cannot give up of stress, as I said, because it's part of our modern life. But we can organize things for be less stressed, or at least for recognize that pattern. Hey, I'm not going to overwhelm me. If I feel my heart beating, if I start feeling headache, migraines, and oh my gosh, I'm about to scream with my children or at workplace, so some people they're coming all over need me, and I have to supervise them, or I have to give all that work for my boss. No, I don't want that. I'm so under stress, and draining your energy is not gonna take you forward, right? So without give up stress, but recognizing the pattern, what brings you stress? You have to do the convert that energy of the stress for what? First, another tip, become resilient. The stress will make you recognize your emotions. Being stronger, you remember that emotional stronger, emotion intelligence. So even under stress, you are resilient, right? What do you think about that? And Daniela, who is so stressed for? Who is this person that is so stressed? It's me, it's my boss, it's my environment, it's everybody else, it's the company, it's the boss, it's the sellers, it's the economy. Who is stressed? Who? It is the ego, right? And the ego is the personality. Is this persona? This persona is under so much stress. And is that stress also connect you, since I said that, I mentioned that with the modern world, so maybe for you makes sense, right? Every time someone asks you if you're happy, if everything is fine, you say, oh, a lot of stress, I'm so stressed. So you are programming your mind for say, hey, I am never happy. I'm so much stressed. I recognize myself as a stressed person, and I program my mind for say, no, I am not worthy of understanding myself and release the stress and become stronger, mentally stronger, right? And yes, you as a female, as a mother, you need to understand that you have so many things to manage. So start delegating. How come can I do that, Daniela? So someone that is coming here in YouTube, I had a live saved. Gente, eu tenho uma live gravada de hoje, que eu também estou falando da terapia do sono, tá? Em português. So here I am, right? So the somatic, what is stress? So I mentioned about the migraines. Maybe stress is give you a lot of migraines. Maybe your shoulders, you're tight on your shoulders. Maybe your mood is always connected with unhappiness, madness, sad, tired. You have like all those wrinkles of tired. Your skin, you remember, the skin is the biggest uh, organ of our body, right? And maybe your skin is not clean. It's full of something that you do not recognize, dark spots, and you say something is wrong with me. Maybe I don't know. It's like your hands; they can be really. Now my hands they're soft, but someone that is under stress can have the hands like uh, gross, right? And so that is not that is also a sign, a somatic sign. Okay, the somatic is the mind built it, the emotion and manifested on your body. Okay, so how come to create an environment? Now the third tip: how come to create an environment releasing the stress? Look, I cannot lie to you. Cannot be an environment without, okay, an environment with zero stress, with less stress. Delegating. I know still moms that I work with, they do not accept the husband go to the grocery store because that husband was raised from a mother that took care of everything. Maybe she didn't have a work, she didn't have to work 9 to 5 and plus take care of the children, the house and everything, all right, about the relationship with the husband and with other relatives. But delegating, it is a process. You have to do things great, perfect, yes, but sometimes things they are not, well, most of the time things are not going to outcome in perfection. Understand that, right? And just accept. So create a safety in your workplace and at home. And where else you go, you spend enough time in a safe mindset. And sometimes it's, hey, you do not give a reason to become a stressed person. You live it under stress, but you do not give a reason for effectively be a stressed person. Okay? Okay, so the inner critic, you remember the persona, the ego is put you under stress. And will take you from the comfort zone, the familiar zone all the time for do what? For become resilient. So more stressful life, more stronger mind, right? And okay, so why people they interfere, the authors they interfere. I'm open for questions, okay, in here in YouTube in this webinar, and also in here in the IG, okay? So raise your hand, FB, right? And ask questions or make a comment so I can answer, okay, when I see you. Okay. And let me see here. So, how come to develop strategies that will address stress? So, stress come. Identify that stress is there. So, do not belong to me. I'm so stressed. No, erase that sentence from your mind. You are not a stressed person. You stress do not belong in your life, right? This is a cognitive behavioral therapy and a different mindset. Okay, uh, I must to survive from stress. I must to overcome stress. It's not part of my life. Okay? So how come to develop and address the stressed life that I'm living, Daniela, to somewhere else? So I gave, I think, the fourth tip that is delegate something. Go to the grocery stores, buy something Amazon. I was seriously 2 days ago, I bought it, the cat's food in Amazon. And I didn't do that for a year because okay, that's okay. When I go to grocery store, I also buy. No, wait. It's wonderful when you someone deliver everything on your front door and even the supermarket. All right? Why am I going to carry a litter from my pets, or the food or whatever? No. So I did that myself, but what else could you delegate? What else? So I gave a tip for the husband. Let the husband clean the kitchen. If it's not enough, clean it. If it's not wonderful, that's okay. I don't have to be perfectionist as a house, you know, no, at home, right? No, I was going to say housemaid, housewife. No, I still have my relationship to handle. I have my business, I have my work, my boss is demanding. So create a safe place, safety place, safety familiar zone is, for example, the technique of the heart math. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale again, exhale. All right. Locking, heart math locking technique. Inhale again. Imagine that your favorite place. I love to imagine I am by the beach, right? The Crystal Cove, La Cova de Cristales, ¿verdad? Or am I in a waterfall, right? That creates for me a magical place to be, okay? Soon I'm going out for dinner. I still have something to do here. So use the straights and focus. Why? What? Depre. Depre. Hello. Depre, onde você tá? Tá no Brasil? Depre, Marco, Ronei. Acho que vocês estão todos no Brasil. Marco, eres hispano, ¿verdad? Mindfulness with Mahara. Okay. So the strength. Strength of what? Focus perspective to promote trauma resistance. Is that stress coming from trauma? Do you recognize that? Is that stress coming to tell you that, hey, people are saying that you are not capable of to do all? No, you're not going to hold this marriage, this relationship, this new job, and your college, or maybe your master degree after college. You cannot do all. You still have a great life. No, you cannot. So is that come from the when you recognize that is cognitive behavioral therapy, okay? You recognize that there are something that was took it for you. The trauma is discomfort, is your safety was taken from you. Is that when you recognize it trauma? You felt yourself maybe as a child, maybe as a teenager, because the brain matured, the mind over 21 years old, 24 years old, okay? For most of people, for everybody, right? Some people, so their really young mind is not even mature enough, okay? So, okay, self-care. Self-care is what? Self-care is self-love. Is have a bath is self-care. Go to the gym is self-care. Eat health is self-care. Daniela, be aware of your emotions is self-care. Be aware of what is causing, why you are allowing something. Try to destroy your inner peace. And why are you with stress like twins, allowing stress take your whole life, and even do not let you sleep well? Here is when I come to help you, okay? I have a sleep therapist that will recognize the patterns of where the stress come from, take you for achieve your goals, but first between 4 to 12 sessions of sleep therapy. First, you will dive deep. I supported you in that with the sleep therapy. Start 4 sessions to 12 because we must do uh, is a seed. The sleep therapy is a seed that we grow as a tree with a new way to sleep. Okay, so here I am open for questions. I'm just sharing everything I lived with when I had difficulties to sleep under so much stress and everything that I'm expertise. Okay, so God bless you all. I'm open for questions. DM me, go to my calendar, and I confirm with you. You receive an email back when I confirm with you. Go to my website, okay? One live is saved in my website right now in this webinar. Tomorrow I will come with new lives. See you soon. Bye. See you. Uh oh. Okay.